Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to my movie review for Mortal Kombat. This is the 1995 movie that came out in the 90s, and I was actually a big fan of this movie back when I was a kid. Matter of fact, being a gamer in the 90s was one of the best things of my life that I can actually say that I actually enjoyed about the 90s. And I remember playing hours upon hours of playing nothing but Mortal Kombat. And I remember there was like 3 games that you played. Number 1, there was Street Fighter. Number 2, there was Mortal Kombat. And number 3, there was Killer Instinct Gold. Or Killer Instinct. Killer Instinct Gold for the N64. But with that being said, Mortal Kombat was one of the best. If you want to actually put this on the list of best video game movies on the big screen, I would actually put Mortal Kombat on that list, not because it was a guilty pleasure, but because of how much they really got right during that time. Yes, it had some cheesy dialogue. Yes, it winded up having mixed reviews from different critics with the martial arts and the exotic locations and stuff like that. But man, it was such a good movie for me personally as a kid watching that on the big screen. We actually got to see Liu Kang, we got to see Raiden, we got to see every single character that we actually played a part of in this movie, and I actually thought it was good. The soundtrack was amazing. It was a high intensity music in there and everything, with techno music. It was everything that you would want from a Mortal Kombat movie, from a Mortal that was based on a video game. And this to me was gold, in my opinion. Now, if you're looking at the special effects from now to today, yes, the special effects are kind of cheesy as well. It's the 90s. What do you expect? But man, I cannot give this movie enough praise because of the fact of what they were trying to do, what they were trying to accomplish during that time. And it even got my friends and I talking at school. And it generated a conversation for 3 or 4 hours at a time, in which is actually a hard thing to do nowadays with some movies, where, yeah, you get to have that general conversation, but you don't have that connectivity where you're actually talking about this movie nonstop. And you're actually interacting with the video game as well. And to me, I thought it was shot well. I thought everything was shot beautifully. Yes, you have different landmarks. You actually have the story and the plots with different characters, with Johnny Cage wanting to actually be back in business again as far as his acting career. Matter of fact, Johnny Cage is actually one of my favorite Mortal Kombat characters in this whole entire thing. Then you also have Sonya Blade, who's trying to take down Kano. And then you also have Kano, who wants to kill Sonya. Then you also have Raiden, who is trying to put these people together and try and get these people to focus in on what's actually going on. And if they don't accomplish what they set out to do and compete in this competition, our world as we know it is going to be destroyed. And it's up to these group of people. It's up to Johnny Cage. It's up to Sonya. It's up to Luke. Not Liu Kang, but it's up to these characters that have to fight together, actually have to get along together, so the way they can take down Goro, take down Sing Song. And, you know, I actually can say that this movie is fantastic. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about this movie. And, you know, I hope they actually do another reboot. I hope they do a reboot of this movie, because Annihilation, in my honest opinion, wasn't the best movie at all for the Mortal Kombat movie. They were trying to do too much. They were trying to pack in too many characters at one time. You had Nightwolf. You had a bunch of other stuff from the other video games. And to me, you don't need to pack in all these other small cameos. What we really wanted to sell the thing on was seeing these characters actually fight one another, rather than have a little small cameo here and there. We wanted to actually see them collide together and actually have some type of reason why they're fighting against each other, rather than saying, hey, I'm here for 5 minutes. Nice to see you. I'm going to go this way. Exit to the left or the right. And to me, they didn't need to do that for Annihilation. They could have just went on ahead and did what they were doing with the first movie. And the second movie was just so much butchered and stuff like that. But man, Mortal Kombat got a lot right for what it was for the very first movie. You have Goro with the 4 arms, and yes, you actually have puppeteers operating the other 2 arms on the bottom, while the main person is actually focusing his hands on the top. And that's actually something that is there. And then you also have a little bit of CGI special effects in there with between Sub-Zero. You also have Scorpion shooting out his claw. Then you also have Reptile in there too, where you actually get to see a CGI form of what a reptile may look like in this world. And This whole entire thing is just fantastic. And if you haven't seen Mortal Kombat recently, I would recommend going back ahead and checking it out because I think that you guys would wind up liking it. Yes, it doesn't have the special effects that it has today. Yes, the dialogue is cheesy, it's bad. But man, you can eat this thing up and actually enjoy it for what it is, and you're going to be on a fantastic ride as far as a video game adaptation is. And you know, we also have the other characters in there and stuff like that, and they're actually dialed into trying to focus on trying to bring this one person down, and trying to bring Shang Tsung down, trying to bring down Goro, trying to have motivation behind what they're doing, and each person fits in with the biography of what's going on in the um, in the video game universe and everything. And I felt a real good connectivity with these characters, and I actually feel like I know those characters because of the fact I played the video game, and I've actually believed the actors were who they say they were because of the fantastic job that they were given at that time. And I think it's time for a reboot, to be honest with you. And I do feel like, you know, that with today's technology, today's special effects now, you can actually do a fantastic Mortal Kombat movie. But yes, I heard there's a bunch of rumors going around that someone is going to direct it. Then we also got those online things too. But it's been years since the online thing actually happened, and I think it's time. Um, but anyways, like I said, we actually have Liu Kang trying to go up against Shang Tsung, and then we also have that type of thing because of the fact that he killed his brother. So therefore, that's why he wants to go after him. That's why he wants to take this guy down. That's why there's the motivation behind it. You actually have a little bit of emotional attachment to that character because it actually has an emotional impact with Liu Kang. So therefore, you can actually feel his emotional breakdown whenever his brother dies. He's actually seeing him die in a vision that he has, and he needs to go on ahead and take down Shang Tsung before Shang Tsung takes down someone else. So anyways, guys, tell me what you guys think. Did you guys love Mortal Kombat just like I did? Were you a kid of the 90s? Did you play the arcade games like I did, inserting coins every single time when you died and you wanted to go back and play it again? And then only to find out that your parents are going to yell at you because of the fact that you're wasting their money because you want to play an arcade game that they don't understand. I've been there, and to be honest with you, I cannot get enough of Mortal Kombat even today. So tell me what you guys think. Give me the thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe below, and don't forget until next time. Bye bye.